Without further ado, it's my pleasure to call on the president of our very, very wonderful association, Mr. Yinka Folami, to come and give his report. Put your hands together for him as he comes on stage.
Okay, Iwa, I'll need you beside me because there is a task that I have for you, so don't go too far. Good morning all. I don't remember that a protocol has been established, but leading to what the acting BOT chairman said, informed, I would also like to inform the House, and we should just say very little prayers. The reason why the BOT chairman, in the person of Alhaji Aminu Agoa, is not here is because he is actually bereaved. Because he doesn't normally take, he normally takes NANTA very seriously. He actually lost his father-in-law, so that's why he's not here. I won't bother you with a minute silence. Let's just pray for the acceptance of the return of the soul of his father-in-law. So, slide, Stanley. We are 49 today. We will be 50 tomorrow. And there's a reason why I said we will be 50 tomorrow. It's just around the corner. And it gratifies me to believe and think that I will still be president at the time that we are 50. So we set, yes, I will be, that's in the year. So we set a theme that is thematic and purposeful. It stands on two legs: market protection and collective prosperity. Do we have the slide, Stanley? Yeah. Iwa, where is Iwa? So, about a year ago, when I became president, I received a call from a very prominent member. He said to me, Otumba Adeshoko, I need the attention of that table, please. Yeah? A very prominent member. He said to me, he said, Yinka, you are going on about fairness. Fairness is dead. I was shocked. So, I brought two generals and two leaders here today, in the person of Uncle Tunde Akala and in the person of Dr. Soji Amushon. They will be in defense of me today on whether fairness is dead or alive. And we also have a most distinguished legal practitioner that will probably take some of our questions. I said that I needed Uwa. Is Uwa here? Uwa, I need you, just to be graphic. And the reason why I need Uwa to do this is because I want to set the proper tone for the theme of today. I want to set the proper tone for it. Because I told you what I heard when I became president, that fairness is dead. It conflicts with everything and every learning that I have. So I asked the gentleman, to Google the definition of equity. If you say fairness is dead, so what does equity mean? Can you help us? It's not coming from me. Can I have my slide, please?
The term equity refers to fairness and justice and is distinguished from equity, whereas equality means providing the same to all Equity means recognizing that we do not all start from the same place and must acknowledge and make adjustments to the imbalances.
So there are two key words there, yeah? There are two key words. Equality, no, that's not what we are talking about. But equity, yes, we must make adjustments to imbalances. And I'm going to get there. So we are back to the theme, market protection, collective prosperity. I will give you a brief report on behalf of the National Executive Council and I. Can I have a slide, please? Stanley. So this has been done. That's the BOT for NANTA. That's the Executive Council. So we disagree a lot, but we understand that we find value in our differences. But more importantly, we are focused on members, and we are foundational. And I keep going back to this table. That's the reason why I kept following up with Uncle Tunde and Dr. Soji Akala Amusho, that please, we need you here, because we are 50 tomorrow. So we are foundational in what we do. All of our guests feel very comfortable. This is a report, it's a fair report to all. Yeah? Slide, please. I thought that my report will not be complete. I thought that my report will not be complete if we do not acknowledge this gentleman. His name is Stanley Diagi. He is a perfect example of reverse mentoring. When he came in, I used to teach him how to write, but now he teaches me how to write. And Stanley is an example, and it shows us clearly that the future is truly bright. So on behalf of the National Executive Council and the entire NANTA membership, I'm sure most of you must have had contact with him. I want to thank this gentleman, Stanley Diagi. He's a young man, I don't think he's 30 yet, and his team. Next slide, please. So, this is the promise that we made. And this is the direction that we still stand on. We say that we will ensure fair play, even though some people think it is dead. We say that we will protect our market, that's a mandatory. And we say that we will strengthen NANTA, which is an obvious responsibility that we have. Slide. Stanley. So we set out, yeah, with a clear approach. And Dr. Samson Fatoku is there, is the oracle, yeah? And I'm sure he can confirm that our approach has been respectful, we have shown conduct, and we have shown knowledge. Perhaps it's too early to say how effective we have been, yeah? But we have been effective. And look at me, that's me representing
I joined the travel aviation in November 1956.
I was talking to the minister then, and I wanted to get his attention.
I've seen things happen.
I would like to thank him. His representative will be here soon. I would like to thank him. He's somebody that is very responsive. He listens to us, and he is eager to address a lot of issues. And we will address those issues, because Nigeria is impacted by a lot of issues, and I'll just identify a few. Okay. So we did this, and we have representatives, stakeholder representatives here. We visited the minister, both ministries, aviation, tourism, we visited NCAA, we visited FCCPC, we visited all the airlines, GDS companies, including our own top 20, our own Nigerian top 20, and there was a reason why we did that. And when we did that, we visited them with three things: respect, conduct, and so what's it? Respect, conduct, and knowledge. Yeah, Stanley, thank you. Yeah? So next slide. After our engagements, we acknowledge that these three issues, many though, but we acknowledge that these three issues are imperative for NANTA today. They are imperative for NANTA today. The first is that point of sale must not shift. We must protect points of sale, because we've lost 40% of this market. cross-border trading. But you know, in Nigeria, we are greater than our trials. We will take our market back from the cross-border traders. We said that we must distribute wealth. And that's the reason, that's what informs this thing. Yeah? Market protection, collective prosperity. In Yoruba, there is an adage in my language, yeah? Some people can interpret it to me. They say, so it is easier and better to always distribute wealth. And then lastly, we said that it is now a time for us to come together and self-regulate. And that is part of the issues, or that is one of the issues that is informing why we are here today, so that we prepare for that 50th tomorrow. Next slide, Stan. So we met with the airlines. And the first thing we did with the airlines was that we made the airlines confirm to us. Follows? Yeah? We made the airlines confirm to us that they are principals to us. Aren't you? Are we your agents? So if you are principals to us, if the airline is principal to us, the airline should not be seen to be in competition with us. And we itemized a few things. We talked about online sales by airlines. We talked about city sales by airlines, which bring them in direct competition with us. We talked about airline debit memos, that the market is definitely uncomfortable about this today. Yeah, astronomical debit memos, but the trend is reducing today. We talked about incentive structure, which is going more mainstream. We thank airlines for attending to that request from us. We talked about airline product offerings, and we talked about airline remarks and publication. TP2, Dr. Tokunbo Daguduro, you are always very keen on this. Any meeting we go, we say that airlines have removed that remark, that patronize your preferred travel agent. So when airlines remove that remark, what does this signal to us? But luckily, airlines were very responsive to our visits. And our own, Dr. Oyema, when we said that to him, immediately he reversed it, right? And I was on the flight to Abuja with Dr. Tokunbo Daguduro, and what did the AOSS say? You could tell that the AOSS started to include, contact your preferred NANTA travel agency. So yes, they are responsive. And it is easy for us to have that conversation with them because they acknowledge that they are principals to us. Next slide, please. So that's with the airlines. So we now come to NANTA. What we've done in the last maybe 6 years in NANTA now, because I have to give kudos to the immediate past presidents, Madam Susanna Koreye, is that we have engaged inclusion. We have set up committees. I remember that Dr. Adefo-Ogbe, Mr. Adefemi Adefo-Ogbe, was very strong on committees. We have set up committees, yeah, and a key committee, that is very instructive to the theme today and to how we want to move forward is the Constitution Review Committee. And I'm sure that we will have a good speak to it today. So we have 8 committees. They are showing promise. We are patient with them. One of the committees is training, which is also doing very well. And according to the chairperson of the training committee, that committee is loading into a NANTA training institute. So talks about registration and about how we get to a NANTA training institute is there. And then we are relaunching our ID card today. And that's the reason why we have, one of the reasons why we have Mr. Bernard Bankole. Mr. Bernard Bankole, I greet you. We are relaunching the ID card today. It will come with benefits and value. So we have the director of Eco Hotel. She's going to speak to some of the benefits and value that our ID card will take today. And through our identification system, we will definitely weed out, because it is obvious that we need to do that. Slide, please. We are also relaunching our website. And the good thing is that our website comes with a public search interface. So we are doing a lot of things for NANTA, and we expect members to give back. If you do not pay your dues with the present website, you are telling the world it stops you, and you are telling the world that you are not a NANTA member. It's just as simple as that. It locks you out. So we will get the commitment of all members. And the reason why we took this bold step is that we promised at the beginning of our administration that we will moderate professional behavior. We are also launching our NANTA mobile app today. So it positions NANTA as forward thinking. Can we get the clap from the young people in the house? We are launching our NANTA. When I was coming in today, the National Publicity Secretary told me that everything is ready, President. And then we don't want to talk too much about our exploits at the WTM World Travel Market, which we successfully hosted for 3 consecutive years and handed over to government. And to that effect, we got a letter of commendation from the Minister of Tourism. That is in our kitty. We are moving on to further projects in NANTA. Next slide. So, a big part of our advocacy plan and part of the fillers when we went and engaged was to go back to UFTA. And we are back with UFTA. Yeah, and I can assure you that all your executive council members are happy to be back with UFTA. And one of the first advices that Dr. Amushon gave me when I became president was, Yinka, go back to UFTA. That is the global advocacy body, and you must belong to it. We are back in UFTA, and we will definitely get a goodwill message from the president of UFTA today, just in a few minutes. Okay. So NANTA Day, we will talk about NANTA Day. The idea behind NANTA Day is to celebrate the Nigerian traveler. So we want to cut into the minds. So we are moving from WTM, and we are moving into the minds of the Nigerian traveler. So we will talk more about NANTA Day, but that is going to be a calendar event for NANTA from onset. It's been approved by Joint Beauty and Expo Council. We have the International Travel and Tourism Conference, which is anchored by DP1, popularly known as Pastor G. We are going to hear a lot from her, because these are projects, empowerment projects, that keep members together. We will continue with them. Yeah. Then, so I am getting to the end of my presentation. Please. This is cross-border sales. We have successfully labeled it as a sin. It is a sin in our market. Yeah? Everybody loses from it, including IATA, including airlines. Everybody loses, and it is disrespectful to our economy. And we will stamp it out. Look at the circumvention loop. This is the customer. Yeah? He pays to an agent that claims to be a Nigerian agent, but we all know that effective control is not Nigeria. He takes your money and he circumvents the Nigerian system and he drops it somewhere else in the world. Everything that goes on here, IATA, BSP reporting, everything that goes on here is lost. So that's why we say it is infidelity. We have been clear to government that we will stop this. And government has actually asked us to present some names. We have 5 names. Yeah? Because they are predators not in Nigeria alone. They are predators in Africa. We have 5 names that have been mentioned in an African country. And that African country has put them on investigation for money laundering. We do not want to get to that point. We have the evidences. However, when we are reporting to government, we will attach our evidences that some of these companies that disturb our market are being charged for money laundering in just 2 neighbors away from us. So it is mandatory that we stop this. Our GDS brothers also know that we need to stop it. But pending that, and we are going to talk about constitution today, pending that, I think it is also important for us members, NANTA members, to stop buying from them. We as members should also stop buying from them. Can I go next slide, please? They will not rest. Even though they know that the conversation is high on them, they will not rest. So, in conclusion, I want to urge members that these are the things that we need to do. One, like I've said earlier, we must come together. Two, at this point, because we are 50 tomorrow, we must revisit our constitution and have a robust constitution. Three, we must self-regulate, which is important. We must self-regulate, because if we self-regulate, cross-border traders will not be as successful as they are in our market today. Four, we need to heed our founders. We need to heed our founders, because we are going to play a video, 5-minute video, right, that takes us back to the conception of our founders for NANTA. And 5, it's just a quote: every community is better if more are prosperous. That's the principle of inclusive growth.